Take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City watch-along. Today we're going to be doing the live watch-along of the Manchester City game taking on Fulham in the Premier League. Before I do crack on with today's live watch-along, I want to say a big apology to everybody for turning up late to my own live stream. We've hit some technical difficulties, unfortunately, which I'm still trying to get sorted, because I'm trying to find a stream so I can actually do this watch-along, is what I've been trying to get sorted. We've had some problems. I'm hoping from the setup here and everything, it's all good to go. So if there's any issues or anything, do let me know, and I'll try and get that one sorted for you guys. So apologies for that. So make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the watch along, then do subscribe to my channel. That'd be much appreciated. We are very close now to hitting 27.5. We've already hit 27.5. We're very close now to hitting 27,600 subscribers. I'm hoping during today's live stream we will hit that, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. You know the aim, 100 likes is the aim. We're now 90 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And also don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the live chat, which is running right now. What is your score prediction? I'm going for a 2-0 victory today for Manchester City. And thank you everybody that has tuned in so far. I can see Zaraki's tuned in. Thanks very much, and thank you for saying it's okay. It's much appreciated. Feeling the love. John, thank you very much for tuning in as well. Hope you are well. Northern Irish youngster, thanks very much for tuning in. I will be doing a live reaction to the round of 16 UEFA Champions League draw on Monday for you to enjoy. We've got plenty of live streams. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow for the Chelsea-Arsenal game, so lots for everyone to look forward to. Just making sure I've not missed anybody in the live chat whilst I was away. I don't think I have, so welcome, thank you everybody for tuning in. So today's video, like all my watch-alongs, I think since the start of the season actually, is brought to you by the legends at OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch along. The links and details are in the description and also in the live chat as well. So very quickly, just going to go through the starting 11 and doing my vote. I think Man City are going to win this game. 92% of people agreeing with me, 6% going for an away victory for Fulham, and 2% going for a draw. The lineups for today will start with our oppositions first. Fulham, they're starting with Bernd Leno in goal. It's Tete going at right back and Antonee Robinson going at left back. It's Diop and Tim Ream going at centre back. Noah Adarabioyo in the Fulham. I think he's in the. He's on the bench but not starting. Surprises me. I was looking forward to seeing him start, but there we go. It is in midfield. A midfield three: Harrison, Reid, also Joao Palina, and also Andreas Pereira. It's Harry Wilson out on the right hand side. Former Chelsea man Willian on the left hand side, and surprise, it's Carlos Vinicius going up top and not Mitrovic. Mitrovic isn't in the squad, so I'm going to presume an injury there. Anyway, on the bench for Fulham is Kurzawa, Adarabioyo, Mbabu, Rodak, Onamar, Daniel James, Duffy, Kearney, and also Luke Harris. For Manchester City, your starting 11 for today is starting in goal is number 31, Ederson. We're going with what looks like it may well be a back four. John Stones at right back, Joao Cancelo at left back, and Manuel Akanji starting alongside Nathan Ake. Good to see that Manuel Akanji is fit and good to go for this game, which is fab. Rodri in midfield alongside Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne. It looks like it's going to be Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side and Jack Grealish on the left-hand side. Phil Foden unlucky to miss out. He is on the bench, and up top starting today is number 19, Julian Alvarez. Did well, particularly second half against Sevilla, looking to build on that for this game. On the bench for Manchester City today is Riyad Mahrez, Aymeric Laporte, Ruben Dias, Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, Sergio Gomez, Stefan Ortega-Moreno, Rico Lewis, fresh from his impressive performance against Sevilla as well. And lastly, it is our number 9, Erling Haaland, not being risked for this game, just come back from injury, so what they're going to be doing is more than likely bringing him off the bench at some point in the second half. 2-0 I'm going for Manchester City today, so let me know in the comments below, in the live chat, what your score prediction is for this game. John going for 6-0 Manchester City. Yo Dad, thanks very much for tuning in. Going for 3-0 Manchester City. I'm going today for 2-0 to Manchester City. So guys, leave a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And today's video sponsored OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. Northern Irish youngster going for 4-0 today to Manchester City. We're still 90 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated for you guys. So I'm going to go quiet for a minute or two, and I'm just going to find a stream so I can do this live watch along. This looks promising right here with this link that I've found. So hopefully good to go. Just having a look at some of the scores from the FA Cup. I can see Bolton, Dad's team, losing 2-0 at half-time against Barnsley. As I don't think this link is working. It looks promising, and now it's not promising. So we'll just we'll keep clicking through until we find something good that works, of course. Don't worry, guys. I do have Sky Sports News on right here, so I can keep you up to date with anything that I'm missing whilst I'm away. At the moment, no goals. Now having their tribute at Ellen Road for November 11th coming up, of course. Ottilie, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thanks for your kind comment there. Dad, not amused. Not surprised. And Leeds United have already got a penalty. Only just kicked off there. Right, I'm having no luck. Let's have a look. Rodrigo's just giving Leeds the lead. Accrington's taking the lead away at Crawley in the Cup. Not getting very far with these links. I'm struggling here. Let's see if this one works. Why are these not working? Nothing works. Has anyone got a good functioning link I can use? No, nothing works. Nothing. I'm having no luck here. I hate 3 o'clock kickoffs. This one looks promising. I keep saying that. There's so many adverts. Makes life nigh impossible because none of the adverts go away. It isn't working. I hate 2 o'clock kickoffs as well, I bet. It's not working. I'm having no luck. Anything else? I don't think there's anything happening from elsewhere. This link doesn't want to work. Come on, something's got to work. I think I've got something working. I have. Right, fab. We've got something working. We can do at least a little bit of a watch along, which is good. Got that sorted. Right. And I need to sync Sky Sports News. So this is up to 6:45. There we go. Right, I need to make sure this catches up. And then we will be good to go, everybody. Which is brilliant. Right, John asked, why am I a Dolphins fan? I started, like... I've never really paid that much attention growing up to NFL, and then Bournemouth just equalised against Leeds. Yeah, I've never really paid that much attention to the NFL until I was about 16, 17. And I used to be a really big fan of WWE and wrestling, so I took a big interest in American sports, and obviously NFL's right up there as being one of the biggest sports. So I had to pick a team that I wanted to follow. I didn't want to pick a team that was doing really well. I wanted to pick not so much the underdog. I just wanted to pick a team East Coast based. You know, they're not too far away from the UK because we don't have a team in the UK, as Andreas Pierre has just picked up a yellow card for Fulham. So I went for sunny Florida, like Florida. Went with the Miami Dolphins. I really liked their stadium, which is now the Hard Rock Stadium. They once upon a time held WrestleMania, and that's where I took an interest in their stadium, and that's where I ended up picking the Miami Dolphins from. So the short story behind it, like the stadium, and picked it up from there. Oh, it's a cracking effort. Kevin De Bruyne, 25 yards out, right foot, as Leno stretching, tipped it behind for a corner. Brighton have just taken the lead away at Wolves. As a corner comes in from City and Leno goes up, makes himself big, catches the ball and distributes the ball out here for Fulham, looking to try and hit Manchester City here on the counter-attack, and that's well cut out by Ilkay Gundogan, and City can have control of the football once more as we're just over 9 minutes in here. I like the stream. I'm getting highlights of all the other Premier League games. I like it. So I can see the other goals. Well, I think it's just frozen, which is typical. I was enjoying that stream as well. See if it reloads. Hopefully it'll just reload. Any luck? No. I don't think it's going to come on. I think I've lost it. Well, that's a big shame. I was enjoying that stream. It was a good stream. We'll try the link below it. That might work. Still having no luck. This just keeps sending me to adverts. See if this one works. We'll get any luck. The stream will be back soon. No, I think the thing that I've found, they've gotten onto them. Oh, man. Right, we'll see if this one works. That's funny. That was entertaining. I enjoyed that. Ah, man. No luck. We'll go back to the original link. They might have just sorted that one out. I'm having absolutely no luck. It was Lallana with Brighton's goal. I'm having absolutely no luck here. Afternoon, Dale. Thanks very much for tuning in. I am struggling like no end here to try and get a link for this game. Really struggling. No, none of them are working. No luck whatsoever. Oh! I'd love to be able to do a watch along for you guys and tell you what's happening. Alright, try this one. Did he just say David Dickinson's the ref? That's funny. God. I think Wolves have equalised. They have equalised against Brighton.
It could have gone down. He gets slipped as he's falling. He was using his speed of the ball, and it just goes under Sanchez. He has no chance. 1-1. What a response from Wolves. Carlos Guedes cost £27 million from Valencia. He hadn't scored before the day, but he put them back on level today. Jordan White got the goal for Ross County to put them in front against St. Mirren. They are bottom of the table. Ross County can take on 3-0 against Taunton Town. It's going to be a difficult afternoon at Stadium MK. You feel for Taunton Town. Start from the National League South. They've never reached round 2. They're not going to, are they, today? 2 will be. The both in the 13th. I'll try and check that out. Whether it's just 3-0. Fulham would be by a goal to them in there.
Oh. Dale sent me the link. Rescuing the day. Thank you, Dale. Oh, better at it than me. He's just better at it than what I am. Right, we can do a watch along. It looks like we've missed nothing. Not missed anything. Oh, how's the match? I'd love to be able to give you an answer. City are in here. Why is there's a pop-up? I think City have scored. Look, that just came up just as City had a chance. What's going on? I think City have scored. Somebody's scored. 1-0 Manchester City, whatever's happening here. I need to see what happened there. It was a good through ball played. I think it was De Bruyne threading it through to Julian Alvarez. And Alvarez doing his Erling Haaland impression there by being in the right place at the right time and tucking it into the back of the net. Just make sure there's no offsides here for Manchester City. Good work by, I think it was Gundogan actually, not De Bruyne. To Julian Alvarez. And just thread it in. Tidy finish that from Alvarez. 1-0 Manchester City lead. Off the crossbar. Goes across the keeper. Aguero-esque, some will say. And Manchester City lead here by 1-0. Good start in the wet, rainy, cold Manchester weather today. Decent start by City now. Every day of the week, won't we? Every day of the week. Right, guys. Let's get them likes up onto 15 likes. 85 away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. Rodri, good work. That keeps hold of the ball for Manchester City. Here's De Bruyne. City just working it backwards. Probing and pressing. Vintage Manchester City. Fulham chasing shadows, so to speak. Chasing shadows. City then got it on the left-hand side. Here is Rodri. Excuse me. Gives it to Manuel Akanji now. And he's giving it away. Fulham can come forward here. Here's Willian. It's good defending from City, or it nearly was. Nearly dealt with the ball. Eventually City will get control of the ball. Rodri will, and they'll give it to Ederson. And City can build from the back. Here is Joao Cancelo then, bringing Manchester City forward. As I think Sunderland's just taken the lead against Cardiff. Sorry, Yeah, I think it looks like Sunderland have scored. Oh no, penalty saved. Looked like it was a goal. Penalty saved. So here's Manchester City through Jack Grealish. This is De Bruyne made a good run then. Jake, if you wanted to watch the game with great difficulty, it took me forever to find a stream. My mate Dale's had to sort me out. A City have just got themselves a free kick. Tete bringing down, I think it was Ilkay Gundogan. It was barged through the back of him. Can't do that. Free kick Manchester City. On the left-hand side. De Bruyne stood over it. Bernardo stood over it. How far away from goal are we looking here? Shootable range. It's a bit far out to get this in to beat the keeper from that range. I was waiting for an aerial shot. We've not had an aerial shot. Yeah, you're probably looking at about 40 yards. And City are just going to... That's poor. I don't get what Kevin was doing there. He just chipped the ball with no whip, no curl. Just dinked over straight to the keeper. Never looked on. Who knows? Anyway, remains 1-0. Manchester City here. Northern Irish youngsters inform me Nottingham Forest have just gone 1-up against Brentford. Gibbs White in the 20th minute as Wigan have doubled their lead now against Swansea City. And that's great defending there from Manchester City and Nathan Ake. Mine seems to be working still at the Mo, Dale. Mine just gets the odd pop-up. But I can work with the odd pop-up. As City try and move a ball in. Headed clear. My drink's over here. As Norwich are now 1-up away at Rotherham. Kenny McLean. Out for a throw-in. 22 minutes in. Manchester City 1, Fulham 0 here at the Etihad Stadium. Our last 3 o'clock kickoff of, before we stop the Premier League for the Winter World Cup. We've, of course, got one more midweek game. We'll be playing on Wednesday, taking on Chelsea in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. We've got the draw for the League Cup at the end of the week. You've got the draw for the Champions League on Monday. And we've also got our final Premier League game and Man City's final game of the Premier League and our final game for football until after the Winter World Cup next Saturday with an early kick-off 12:30 at home against Brentford, where thankfully the game is being broadcast so I can do a proper live stream without having to worry about links. Thumbs up from me. And them likes are slowly creeping up. Me gusta, I like it. 17 likes, 83 to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. So Bournemouth 2-1 up. Philip Billing with the goal. That's great for my bet mate. I've got him in my bet mate Billing. Got Alvarez in on my bet mate. I just wish I'd captained him. I've captained De Bruyne instead. So if De Bruyne could get himself a couple of assists or a goal, will put me in good contention. I wonder if anyone still risked having Erling Haaland in their team in the first thought that, of course, he'll come off the bench. Probably going to get half an hour or so here. The return of Erling Haaland, of course. As Jack Grealish was just brought down. So, as it stands right now, Manchester City going top of the Premier League ahead of a big game between Chelsea and Arsenal tomorrow. Anything but an Arsenal win if Man City win here, and City will remain top going into next week's games. De Bruyne whips a free kick in. It's a good one, and it's in! 2-0, Manchester City. Although, has the flag gone up? As Johnny Stones have put the ball in the back of the net, the flag is up. We'll wait for VAR to see what they think. Yeah, they're offside. Don't get too excited. They were offside. That's poor from Manchester City to be offside from a free kick. Good decision that by the linesman. Well read by the Manchester City defence in capitalising on that with their goal-scoring instincts from the defenders to put the ball in the back of the net. But it does remain 1-0 rather than 2, and City have a goal ruled out for offside. As Joao Cancelo, I think, has just been penalised. What's happened? My pop-up came up, so I didn't see what happened. There's a red card for Cancelo! Oh, what's happened? There's a penalty being given. Cancelo's off. And now my link's gone off. What's happened? Somebody tell me what happened. Try and find a new stream. Hello, Mixed. Thanks very much for tuning in. So Cancelo's just been sent off. I'm not sure what's happened. My pop-up came up, and then my stream's gone off. I don't know whether a penalty's being given or what. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Dale says, think it was for an elbow. Just trying to find a new link. I can see what happened. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Dale said it's a penalty for Fulham. And City down to 10 men. That's an absolute disaster. Dale tells me it's 1-1. There we go. We'll put it in. I can't see what's happening. So 1-1. The penalty, I presume, has been scored. Disaster for Manchester City. And more disastrously, it's the red card. I can't get any links for the game. Struggling here.
And when he falls on the floor, the referee took his side and then pointed to the spot, and then he sent off Cancelo. And I'm waiting to see because he's not left the pitch yet. He's asking him if he thinks it. Wow, I cannot believe it. Cancelo pulled that off. And it is a penalty. What do you think? Do you think it was a red card? Yeah, we're going to see it again. And if he's playing it through to it. I don't think it is. He's not showing it to show. No. It's a bit. No, because look, he gets him in the back of the head. He gets him on the back. He catches it. He don't hit it there. He catches him on the back there. He catches him on the back. It ain't going to get overturned. It ain't going to get overturned. And it's a penalty for them. I don't know what.
Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen, this is not good. I can't get any working streams to make life worse.
Making a long walk, 26 minutes on the clock. He has been sent off the second leg of his Manchester City career, and he has conceded a penalty. Now, we know Aleksandr Mitrovic would normally get a penalty to Fulham, but he's not at the party today. So I wonder who will get on the break. The camera showed him Pep Guardiola for the phone. Cancelo speaking to him. Is Cancelo talking to him, and he's still doing it. It's going to be Antonee Pereira that's going to step up and take it. But yeah, it looks like he's having a moment to say, why did he make that decision? But
I can't get any functioning links. Nothing works. I can't see what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's happening. I literally can't get any functioning links. Literally can't get any functioning links here. Let's see if Twitter can rescue me. I'm struggling. No, Northern Irish. Unfortunately not. Although some legend's streaming it from Twitter. I'll use that. We'll go with that. Oh, right. I think we're back in business. Right, how did Man City get back into this game? 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, head on to Twitter and just put in Man City stream. And up it pops. Legendary. So I'm watching the game. Hopefully that doesn't get removed. Fingers crossed. Yes, Man City's got them. So they're down to 10 men. An elbow into the back from Cancelo's what happened. Penalty given. Piera scored for Fulham. So 1-1 after Alvarez gave Manchester City the lead. I mean, to be fair, if there was to be a player sent off for Manchester City that we could afford a sending off for, Cancelo probably is that one. And I just say that Cancelo's the one because he gets given the freedom. Because City go over back three, so they're just going to continue with that back three. Stones, Ake and Akanji. Rodri will help support it. And then Man City will just continue playing how they've been playing. Oh no, I think he's lost his stream. I think the legend's lost his stream. Yeah, been removed. But there's another one here. Loads! There we go. Watch this one. Ah, done and dusted. Right. So Fulham building. They'll be full of confidence. They'll be happy right now. Try and build their way into this game. I think for Manchester City, they're just going to be thinking to themselves, any win will do, really. As we're now on to 22 likes. Likes are climbing up. 78 likes to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. And today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description, also in the live chat. Wolves now 2-1 up against Brighton. This could do with a win, Wolves, as well. They really could. Really could. Here's Willian. Crossfield pass comes in from Fulham. It's decent, well controlled. City not happy. I don't know if it's offside, if they were unhappy with. So rain's really coming down in Manchester now. Ball gets played across. Fulham just working it from one side to the other. Willian now. There's a run of 2 Fulham players. Doesn't use them. Just cuts inside. No real let up there. Good defending from John Stones and forces Willian backwards. Here come Fulham though. It's a heavy pass. He's going to struggle to keep that one in. He does struggle to keep it in. Goes out for a goal kick to Manchester City then. 34 minutes in. It's Manchester City 1, Fulham 1. It hasn't gone to plan for Manchester City so far here at the Etihad Stadium. Here is Akanji for Manchester City. My screen's much smaller, so I'm struggling. I've got bad eyes. I apologise for having bad eyes. I've never apologised for having bad eyes, but today I'm apologising for having bad eyes. I can't really see the players at the far side. The Stones has just gone in with an interception on Willian, which gives Fulham a throw-in. 10 minutes remaining of the first half. I think if this stays the same, to counteract that sending off, I think I can see at some point in the second half, probably quite early as well, Manchester City going very quick with Erling Haaland to help. With a red card and going down to 10 men. Does mean that Cancelo is going to be suspended for... I'm not sure if he's suspended for the match against Chelsea now or not. Or whether he's suspended for the Brentford game remains to be seen. So 35 and a half minutes. 1-1 it is here. John, a fan of the Manchester rain. Not sure it's a very happy memory going to the job centre in Failsworth. Might be. I'm not sure. In the rain as well. Here's De Bruyne. Goes early with a ball. That's a cracking ball. Alvarez goes with an effort again. It's blocked and out for a corner to Manchester City. I think it was Tim Ream with the block. Onside he was Alvarez then as well. Could he have gone first time without taking the touch? Would have been a very good finish if he did. So De Bruyne here to take Manchester City's 5th corner of the game. Fulham haven't had one corner. Man City not happy, and Rodri in particular not happy about something, having a moan to the ref. Anyway, corner for Manchester City. What can City do from the corner is the question. Akanji forward, Aki forward. Johnny Stones. He's forward. De Bruyne whips one in. Headed clear by Fulham. Only as far as Jack Grealish. Here's Bernardo. City just lacking a little bit of oomph at the moment. That little bit of extra pace. They're not really got in the team other than from Haaland. And that's not the best of passes from Bernardo. And City do well in the end to keep hold of the ball, but Johnny Stones has got to go all the way back to Ederson for City to keep hold of the football here. Back into the Fulham half then. It's Rodri with the ball. Gundogan now to De Bruyne. It looks like Alvarez has gone to the right-hand side. As Johnny Stones gets himself back. He fancied getting forward then. Maybe Stones is the new player with the freedom. And City getting on the left. And square one across. And not the cleanest of clearances. And the offside flag is up. And Bolton's just got a very late goal back against Barnsley. Bodvarsson with the goal. So, just under 5 minutes now remaining till half-time. Manchester City have got hold of the ball. Ederson's going to smack this long. Here's City coming forward now. Bernardo. Tackled and out of play for a throw-in. Ake to take the throw-in. Remember, everyone, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. The aim 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And also go and check out today's video. Sponsor One Football. Link in the description. Also in the live chat. Gundogan then gives it to De Bruyne. I'm probably about a minute or two behind real time. Can't be helped with the streaming, of course, but having a stream and something for me to do a watch along with is better than having nothing, as they say. Here's Jack Grealish now on the left-hand side. A cross comes in. It's very heavy. I'll be surprised if that's not gone out of play. It has, and out for a goal kick. So less than 4 minutes remaining till we get to half time. Ball gets played to Ederson. He'll take the touch and he'll pass it out to Rodri now. Under pressure here, City. So City just working the ball nicely. Stones showing his fitness ahead of the World Cup, of course. That's a cracking through ball played there. And Ake's made the run if he wants to be used. Alvarez has dropped deep. It's a cracking ball from Alvarez over to Jack Grealish as well into the penalty area. Jackie G! Wide! It's an opportunity that for Manchester City. Well worked from Manchester City. That might just be Man City's best route into this game. So, Leno sends it long for Fulham. Dealt with by Manchester City. And Ederson has the ball. So, pretty dramatic first half. City took the lead through Alvarez. We saw another goal disallowed. John Stones for offside from Kevin De Bruyne's whipped free kick in. And then Fulham broke forward. A Cancelo elbow. Saw him get a red card, yet an elbow into the back, a penalty given to Fulham. Man City down to 10 men, and Piera scored the penalty to equalise for Fulham. Fulham will fancy that they're well in this game. in what is, of course, a must-win for Manchester City if they want to go top. Is where we stand. So Jack Grealish, less than 2 minutes here until we get to through the 45 minutes. You can see Haaland's going to be added on. Sent long from Fulham after Manchester City had a throw that Jack Grealish had won. De Bruyne is taken out, and that's going to be a free kick Manchester City as Brighton have an equaliser against Wolves. Fulham player down. They got themselves a free kick. Just past the centre circle in the Fulham half. Referee's got his yellow card out. I imagine Man City will be putting pressure on the referee for any challenge, considering we've had a red card now. And the yellow card is shown. Nottingham Forest still 1-up against Brentford. Harrison Reid into the book. Fleetwood double their lead. Paddy Lane. Fleetwood at home to Oxford City. So City have worked it and into the penalty area, and can they get a shot away? They can! And blocked. That might have just been tipped over from the crossbar from Leno as well. If it was, that was a quality save. It was Jack Grealish with the effort. That was well worked from Manchester City. Another opportunity comes and another opportunity goes. Wasn't tipped over from Leno. It just went over the crossbar. Corner gets whipped in. Header comes in from City. Back out for another corner, this time on the other side for Manchester City. And Kevin De Bruyne. So 3 minutes added on here at the Etihad for half-time. We're through nearly the first minute. Corner Manchester City. De Bruyne to take. Going to whip it in for City. Cleared at the near post. Collected by Bernardo. He whips another ball in. It's a delicious ball in. It's a good save from Leno. And Leno, I like Leno. He's got good distribution on him. Rolling it out immediately from that save to Willian. And a heavy touch there from Fulham means Man City can gather that ball up. Here is Kevin De Bruyne now. Man City instructions. Go backwards. Get it into a bit of space. What are City appealing for? I think they're asking the referee for a handball. The referee saying play on. Man City begging for a handball. I think that's what that's about. Nothing saying VAR's checking or had a look, but the referee normally stops play once it's out of play. The ball's not gone out of play, and the rule is you carry on playing. The whistle's not gone. Referee's constantly checking. If the check's complete, then he'll say, right, penalty, and we'll go to the screen and have a look. That's what normally happens. As it is, nothing yet. With a minute left of the first half. I don't know what they were appealing for. It didn't look like there was a handball, but I'd have to see it up close. As I said, my eyesight's not the best to see it on a small screen with the stream. It's the only way I can make the stream happen, so anything's better than nothing. Right, Man City cut it out, and finally free kick given to Manchester City, and they can stop as AFC filed behind against Gillingham. Yellow card given to Bernardo Silva for his protests. He's carrying on with his protests. Man City surrounding the referee now. Needs to be careful. We don't want to go down to 9 men. Brentford have equalised against Nottingham Forest. Bernardo Silva's absolutely furious. He's going over to the linesman. It's shirt pulling is what he's appealing for. Shirt pulling. Right, finally get a replay of it. No, that was a free kick that was given. What's he unhappy with? Is it from the pen? It's from the corner from before is what he was unhappy with. Bernardo furious. Needs to calm down. Right, we're nearly at half time. Ball gets whipped in. And I think that's going to be half time. I think the whistle actually has gone. Clearly a very frustrating half of football there from Manchester City. Pep Guardiola looks like he wants to have a word with the officials, but the cameras are here. I'm not going to have it here. I'm going to have it down the tunnel. So half time here, 1-1 in what has been a very frustrating, very strange, very subdued, wet, cold November evening on bonfire night here. The fireworks have been happening, but it seems to have been happening in the players' approach to the game. Furious, to say the least. Furious. Rightio. Right. Twitter seems to be the place to go for my link, so I can happily knock that off. We'll do a bit of analysis for the game. And we'll draw up some conclusions. So, a couple of players in the book for Fulham. Andreas Pereira, the goal scorer from the penalty spot on 28 minutes, is in the book, along with Harrison Reid. Bernardo Silva's just talked his way into the book as well. Joao Cancelo sent off on 26 minutes for conceding the penalty with the elbow. And Julian Alvarez was the player that gave Manchester City the lead on 17 minutes with an assist for Ilkay Gundogan. So, in terms of stats for the game, even though Man City are down to 10 men, I said Cancelo sending off might impact City, bit of creativity and having that extra cover in defence. Hasn't had any impact on the stats. 73% possession for Manchester City, 27% for Fulham. Duels won, 37 for Manchester City, 63 for Fulham. Aerial duels, 100% from Fulham and none for Manchester City. I think that one might be broken. But Man City need to be better with their duels, getting physically dominated as Nelson Semedo has been sent off for Wolves. Manchester City need to be much more physical. I said that Fulham are going to come in. They'll have had a look at that Sevilla game, seen how physical they were, and thinking to themselves, right, we need to match that. We need to be physical because that could be the way to go. They'll just be thinking to themselves, it's a shame they've not got Mitrovic because he'd be relishing the Man City back three in a physical battle in the cold, wet wind and rain. But as it isn't available for this game. Manchester City with 10 shots, 4 on target, 1 goal. There we go. Fulham, 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal. Come forward, elbow in the back, down a go, red card, penalty. Fucking frustrating, isn't it? Really is fucking frustrating. Right, defensive stats, 5 tackles for City, tackle completion rate, 0%. Fucking hell. Fulham, 9 tackles, tackle completion rate, 78%, which is decent. 1 clearance, 2 interceptions for City, 10 clearances, 4 interceptions for Fulham, 338 passes for Manchester City at a pass completion rate of 93%. For Fulham, 130 passes at a pass completion rate of 78%. It's just this has got frustration written all over it. And if Man City want to ease their frustrations, we've got the best striker in the world on the bench, albeit obviously not fit enough to do 90 minutes. They're probably going to try him out and give him 70, 80 minutes against Chelsea, and they're probably going to give him half an hour. I'd give Man City 10, 15 minutes in the second half, see if they can find that goal, and if not, I'd be chucking Erling Haaland on as my first substitution to give that Fulham defence something to think about. Having the best striker in the world, a player that can score a hat-trick in 30 minutes, I'd have him on that pitch ASAP. I'd be asking the physios, how fit is he? Can we bring him on at half time? Maybe Manchester City might choose to do that. In terms of discipline, 4 fouls, 1 yellow card, 1 red card for Manchester City, 5 yellow cards, 2 yellow cards, no red cards. The referee is shit. That is my conclusion. Rightio, heading over to the latest scores from around the grounds for you guys to enjoy for today. Premier League, currently half-time scores. Leeds United 1, AFC Bournemouth 2, Manchester City 1, Fulham 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Brentford 1, and Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 2. In the evening kick-off today, if you want to enjoy that, that is Everton taking on Leicester. To the FA Cup, some full-time scores. It's finished South Shields 0, Forest Green Rovers 0. Bradford 0, Harrogate Town 1, and also Bolton Wanderers, I think, are out of the FA Cup. Commiserations there to Dad. I think it's in the 95th minute anyway. Looks like they're heading now to Bolton 1, Barnsley 2. Half-time scores from the other first round matches of the FA Cup. It is Barnet 0, Chelmsford City 0, Barrow 0, Mansfield 1, Boreham Wood 2, Eastleigh 1, Bristol Rovers 0, Rochdale 0, Burton 1, Needham Market 0. Needham Market, not heard of them before. Buxton 1, Merthyr Town 0, Carlisle 1, Tranmere Rovers 0, Charlton 2, Colville Town 0, Cheltenham 0, Alvechurch 1, Chesterfield 1, Northampton 0, Crawley 1, Accrington Stanley 3. They were saying before that Crawley could be starting YouTubers Manny and Toby Brown, who's Tobe Jizzle from the Sidemen. So I'm just looking at their starting 11, who have been on trial there, and I don't see him in the starting 11. And I don't see him on the bench either, so they've chosen not to go with them, as I'm sure people would have been going to that match thinking that they might have been a good chance for a bit of marketing and promo to not feature them. Also around the grounds, Crewe 0, Leyton Orient 0, Doncaster 0, Kings Lynn Town 0, Ebbsfleet 1, Halifax Town 1, Fleetwood 2, Oxford City 0, Grimsby 4, Plymouth 1, MK Dons 2, Taunton Town 0, Maidenhead 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Newport 1, Colchester 0, Peterborough 0, Salford 0, Port Vale 1, Exeter 1, Shrewsbury 2, York City 1, Solihull 0, Hartlepool 1, Stockport 3, Swindon 0, Sutton United 0, Farnborough 0, AFC Fylde 0, Gillingham 1, Gateshead 0, Stevenage 2, Chippenham Town 1, Lincoln 0, Weymouth 0, AFC Wimbledon 1, and Wickham 0, Walsall 1. In the Championship, it's full-time score, cracking win for Sheffield United, winning 5-2 at home against Burnley. Half-time scores, Blackburn 1, Huddersfield 0, Blackpool 0, Luton 0, Middlesbrough 0, Bristol City 1, Millwall 0, Hull 0, QPR 0, West Brom 0, Rotherham 0, Norwich 1, Stoke 0, Birmingham 1, Sunderland 0, Cardiff 0, Swansea 1, Wigan 2, and Watford 0, Coventry 0. Scotland very quickly, Celtic 2, Dundee United 1 at half-time, and Ross County 1, St Mirren 2 at half-time. Scottish Championship half-time scores there, United 1, Morton 1, Inverness Caledonian Thistle 0, Arbroath 0, Partick Thistle 2, Dundee 0, and Rafe Rovers 1, Hamilton Academical 1. Scottish League 1 half-time scores, Clyde 0, Airdronians 0, FC Edinburgh 0, Queen of the South 1, Falkirk 0, Dunfermline 0, Kelty Hearts 0, Alloa Athletic 1, and Montrose 0, Peterhead 0. Scottish League 2, Albion Rovers 1, Stirling Albion 0, Bonnyrigg Rose 0, Elgin City 3, Dumbarton 1, Stranraer 0, Forfar Athletic 0, Annan Athletic 2, and Stenhousemuir 1, East 5-0. Don't really need to go around Europe. There isn't too much happening. Just having a look at the latest scores. Hertha Berlin 2, Bayern Munich 3 is a pretty good game in Germany. Dortmund are 3-0 up. Not too much else happening, to be honest. And I do have some half-time entertainment that I want to take you guys through. So, very quickly, if you are enjoying the content, please leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. 33 likes. We're 67 likes away from 100 likes. So, any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. And also go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest news, scores, results, statistics, lively tables. Have provided the pre-match information, my half-time information. They're also going to provide the full-time information and analysis for you guys to enjoy. It's a free app to download, so anyone that does download OneFootball using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. I've got my promo video, which I'm going to roll for you guys right now. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world, if you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check them out, link is in the description. That would be much appreciated. Right, on to everybody's favourite part of the JSGC Manchester City Live watch-alongs. It is, of course, the half-time entertainment. And today's video, once more, brought to you by my partner channel, Mixid. Link is in the description. Go and check him out. Go and like and subscribe. It's raining. And if you like getting caught in the rain, it means you like the pina colada, your halftime entertainment. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another summer themed cocktail. And personally, it's one of my favourites to do. It is the pina colada, because I did this a few years back, but I know I can do a better version. This is my best version of the pina colada. Who doesn't like the pina colada song, Getting Caught in the Rain? So with the pina colada, guys, I like to blend it. That's my preferred method. Can just do crushed ice cubes into a hurricane glass, but I prefer the blended version, so I'll be showing you the blended version of the pina colada. So let's get straight into it. So you get your blender and fill it up with crushed ice. So I like to fill it up 2 to 3 cups, so I will fill up, just for measurement, to about 250 ml. So the first ingredient into the blender, guys, is 60 ml or 2 ounces of white rum. I'm using Mount Gate Silver rum. It's a nice quality rum, this one, from Barbados. Next up, 45 ml or 1.5 ounce of cream of coconut. This is my homemade recipe. It's really easy to make rather than using Coco Lopez, but you can use that if you wish. But with cream of coconut, all you have to do is coconut milk mixed in with sugar, so about 400 ml to 375, and then just put it in a hot saucepan, put on low heat, just blend it in until it's smooth, and then there you go, cream of coconut. But they're really simple to make. So 45 ml or 1.5 ounce of cream of coconut. Next ingredient, 45 ml or 1.5 ounce of fresh pineapple juice. But it's an absolute game changer, because there's nothing like proper ingredients like that, proper pineapple. Just blend it in to create your own pineapple juice. It's absolutely tangled, it's absolutely beautiful. And I really recommend using the fresher version of it rather than your pineapple juice. Now for the last ingredient, guys, I'm using citric acid dilution. I'll substitute for lime juice or lemon juice, any citric acid. Like I said, for this it will be lime juice, we're putting 50 ml or half an ounce. So citric acid dilution, 50 ml or half an ounce. So put your lid on, put your head on, and let's blend right into it. There you go, nice and beautiful. Another thing to do now is strain into your hurricane glass. As you can see, guys, it turned out absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I think that's the best version I've done so far, the pina colada. Absolutely beautiful, that is. That's fantastic. Can't wait to try this. So the final thing to do now, guys, is to garnish it. So to garnish now with a wedge of pineapple. 2 pineapple leaves. And now the last bit is absolutely optional. It can be a cherry, you don't have to put this in, but I will do. So I'm going to use a maraschino cherry. And there we go, 1 pina colada. That's how you make a pina colada. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, 1 pina colada. How does it taste? Absolutely beautiful. It's a more iconic cocktail than the summer for pina colada, especially when you're on holiday. I could drink these all day long. I have to give that a 9 out of 10. Like I said, it's my best version. I'm really happy with that because it's better than the one I did a few years back. Because it looks nicer, it tastes nicer, and main thing that makes it for me is the tanginess of the pineapple juice. It's just a quality difference. Like I said, you can tell the difference between fresh pineapple juice and the concentrate pineapple juice. It just makes it that bit more fresher. Mixed in with the rum, especially the cream of coconut as well. That's what makes this drink, the cream of coconut. Just really refreshing, really sweet, and it's just beautiful. Well, that, guys, is the pina colada. Do let me know in the comments below. What do you think of my pina colada? But hey, do you like this cocktail? Is it your go-to for the summer? But I've been Mixed. This has been the pina colada. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mixed for more videos like this as I'm on the road to 2K. Thank you for your support, and I will see you guys for my next cocktail video. Cheers.
I don't know what happened then. Who knows? Anyway, let me get the thing sorted and the stream set up. I really don't know what happened then. Just got stuck. I don't know. Mixed, you are. What's it doing? Anyway, Mixed, yeah, you're more than welcome. Thank you very much for providing today's halftime entertainment. Link to Mixed's channel, if you want to go and check him out, is in the description. Milton Keynes Dons now 3-0 up against Taunton Town. Bournemouth have got a third goal, Dale informs me. And Bolton are indeed out of the FA Cup. They have lost at home to Barnsley. I was checking. So I don't think City have made any changes. Second half, it doesn't look like they have. Get the timer up for where we're up to. We are 49th minute. Put that on. About there. We're about there. I'm not happy about that with Bolton going out. Bolton's focus will just be to try and make the playoffs, you would think, for the season. without, obviously, FA Cup. To be honest, the cup competitions, if you're to go out, I'd rather go out early. I'd rather go out first time of asking. It's a bit like our match we've got against Chelsea on Wednesday. It's the third round of the League Cup. I want Man City to win the League Cup, but if we aren't to win the League Cup and I had to pick when we're going to go out, then I would rather go out first time of asking to save the legs and focus on other things that, quite frankly, in terms of the season is more important, and that's the Premier League trophy and the Champions League trophy, and having a good crack at that. And with Bolton, their aim, whilst it'd be nice to have a cup run and have a couple of big ties and sold out matches and things to look forward to, their aim ultimately is to finish in the playoffs in League One without tiring their legs out. So I think there'd be, if you was to finish in the playoff positions come May, I think they'd take that. They'd be happy with that. So it is what it is. City have won the League Cup several times, and it just doesn't really have any importance. It'd just be nice to beat Chelsea, to be honest. We're at home. A chance for Erling Haaland to start the game would be good. So we'll see. But if there is a game where I'm not really fussed about, then yeah, you would think that game is the game. Rightio. Cross comes in from Manchester City. You need the Simon Bates tune, but I can't put it on, unfortunately, because I'll get copyright stricken from it. Right. How long is it before we see Erling Haaland? That's the big question here. Really is. We're on to 37 likes, 63 to go to 100 likes. If we can get to 50 likes soon, would be good. Halfway to the goal. Also, don't forget as well, subscribe to my channel. That'd be much appreciated. And also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor and download the OneFootball app. Link in the description, also in the live chat. And Dad, you need to play it yourself. We all know if I was there, I'd be playing it, but unfortunately, I cannot. It'll get picked up and the monetization removed. I don't want it removing. C'est la vie, as they say. Fulham just working it on the left-hand side into the City half. Rodri comes to make a really good interception there for Manchester City, and City can just knock the ball about with a couple of passes, make sure they've got hold of the possession. Ederson looking to try and widen himself and spread the play, but Nathan Ake's used instead. Probably the more sensible option there from Manchester City. City just working it out from the back. Can't really afford any mistakes with your touches or your passing as long ball comes forward. And Gundogan manages to knock it on, but to nobody. Fulham did have the ball back, but good work there from Manchester City. And Ilkay Gundogan can come away with it instead. 53 minutes in at the Etihad. City down to 10 men. One apiece here at the Etihad against Fulham. Here is Nathan Ake. We've got, 37 minutes remaining of the game for Manchester City to sort this out and see if they can find that second goal. It isn't often Manchester City, when they find that all-important first goal, that City go on to drop any points. But Fulham, via the red card and penalty from Piera, on course to frustrate Manchester City right now here at the Etihad Stadium. 54 minutes in, as I mentioned. How long is it before we see Erling Haaland is the question, as Fulham just knocking the ball around, really. With a little bit of comfort, although the diced with Kevin De Bruyne. You don't want to be doing that around the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, and Manchester City can have a throw-in just on the outside of the Fulham penalty area. And that all came about from Fulham not really clearing their lines, and one missed place, and Man City on it, latching onto it. As we're now up to 40 likes, which is fab. 60 to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Phil Foden not on. I don't think Man City made any changes at half-time. Rotherham equalised against Norwich, 1 apiece. Accrington managed to get a 4th. Sean Wally with a hat-trick away at Crawley. Maybe they should have put Tobe Jizzle in the team. Couldn't have done any worse at Crawley. Right, so a set piece here for Manchester City. Can Man City do anything from the set piece? Ball comes in, headed clear by Fulham, and further cleared the second ball by Fulham as well. And Bernardo Silva's got it under control and will work the ball back to Ederson. Here is De Bruyne bringing the ball forward. Rodri now. City just... Norwich have just scored against Rotherham. Sky Sports News were literally live there and had to go back. Squeeze being put on by Fulham to Manchester City. So City sensibly going backwards. Ederson plays a direct pass forward. Finds his man. City get the flick on. And they get through as well here. And out for a corner to Manchester City. A-Back, thanks very much for your donation. £1.79, much appreciated. Give you a big shout out, big legend to you. Saying, come on Blues, you can come through at the moment. Feels Fulham hanging on. They're a bit lucky. Thank you very much for your donation. It is much appreciated. And yeah, I'm hoping City can come through as well. Apply themselves. Got a corner here. Be a good time to score this. Corner comes in. And flicked on and cleared. So, comes to no avail. I think City just need to persevere. The bench could be very crucial for Manchester City. As mentioned before, Foden, Erling Haaland, maybe even Riyad Mahrez could hold the key. But City have been a bit too static in attack. I've been impressed with Alvarez. He's looked very lively, but this Bernardo out wide, I'd rather see Foden out wide than Bernardo. He's got a little bit more technical flair to him, a little bit more pace. He's happy to take his man on. I just always feel like Foden on the right and Grealish on the left suits us a little bit more. But whilst we're going with this back three malarkey, it's difficult. And when we're down to 10 men, becomes even more difficult as well. Andy, thanks very much for tuning in. And Alison, of course, much appreciated. Arrived in at Easingwold from York for a break. Looks like the ref has been crap, to say the least. To say the least. City struggling to find any rhythm. I'd agree with that as well. Need to look to the bench. The 10 men has had an impact on Manchester City. They've struggled for a bit of creative flair, and it's just one of them. We've worked. We've got that goal that we were looking for. It opens the game up, and Fulham have managed to get that lucky break. The penalty and the red card all combined in one. It's the jackpot. It's the Euro millions of a match against Manchester City, because the only other time you would want that would be with Manchester City scoring, obviously, none and being at 0-0. So the fact that that's come whilst it's only 1-0 Manchester City and gives them an outlet to equalise and frustrate Manchester City means that City now need to do something a little bit different. And at the moment, just sticking with what they've got quite clearly isn't working. And I don't think if Man City don't make any subs from now until the 90th minute, I don't think that's enough to score another goal in this game, is how I see it. Fulham breaking forward here. I wouldn't be surprised to see them snatch and grab. 2 opportunities, 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. As an effort does come in from Fulham. Just gets the edge of his foot out to it, and Man City allowed to just get a foot in there, and John Stones can put it out of play for a throw-in to Fulham, right next to City's corner flag. As Luton have taken the lead through Luke Berry away at Blackpool. Cold day to be beside the seaside, and a wet one as well. So make sure you do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. We're aiming for 100 likes 57 likes to go, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Do go check out today's video sponsor, One Football, link in the description, also in the live chat. If you want to leave any donations, like ABAC did as well, much appreciated, absolute legend, a big shout out to you. If you want to go and leave any donations, and that would be much appreciated as well, I'll give you a shout out on the video and get to read your comment out. We'll have a bit of interaction, would be nice. And also, you can become a member of the JSGC channel. It does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It'll give you a badge next to your name, as well as access to custom stickers, emojis, as well as priority access to some of my videos, and also member-only live chats and live streams in the future for you guys to enjoy. It is £1.99. Just press that join button next to the subscribe button, and that will make you a member of my channel. That would be much appreciated. So Abar says City have been struggling, but I do feel like we could get a goal. I hope you're right. I hope we do grab a goal very, very soon. Would be nice. Ease all the anxiety around the stadium, which is quite obviously there. As Erling Haaland is out warming up now. We're on the hour mark. Erling Haaland preparing himself to come on. And City could give him, 25 minutes. More than enough time for Haaland to grab at least the goal, which is, of course, what Manchester City are looking for. As Fulham breaking forward here, and there is their second shot, and it's off target, I can confirm, and wide, and that was Fulham's opening. Harry Wilson it was with the opportunity, not taken, as Leeds have grabbed a goal back against Bournemouth, 3-2 at Ellen Road now. Walsall have doubled their lead away at Wickham. 2-0 Walsall. Isaac Hutchinson with the goal. I think Erling Haaland's going to be coming on. Much to the relief of everybody. He's been called over. Getting instructions. That's a great ball over, though. Alvarez has got it under control. He's going to have to turn. Not really got anywhere to go, and I'm not sure that's going to be a City throw. It is. Lucky with that. Anyway, Nathan Ake. Here's Rodri. City going to chuck on Haaland very soon. So Haaland and Foden. It's going to be a double change for Manchester City, and it's the two players we spoke about, Foden and Haaland, that could make the difference here. City going to they're both very young. I mean, what? Phil Foden's, 19, 20 years old? Erling Haaland's, 21, I think? We're looking towards young players here who are absolute quality, as Tete's into the book for a foul on Jackie G. A free kick for Manchester City as well, so a chance here to put something into the box of quality. Trailing leg there from Tete, and Grealish is going to go down every day of the week. And City got a chance here to make them two changes. Foden, Haaland, preparing to come on. I think City are going to do this set piece first before bringing them on. No, they're going to bring them on now, ready for the set piece. So the first change for Manchester City. Foden on, Jack Grealish off. He sprints over Jack Grealish. Gets 63 minutes under his belt. Not really been the game that suited him too well, this one. Instructions given to Ilkay Gundogan for a piece of paper from Phil Foden, coming from the coaching staff. And Julian Alvarez comes off. Fresh from another goal for Manchester City. Impressive once more. And it's the big man, number 9, Erling Haaland, coming on. The return of Haaland. He's back on for Manchester City. He's got, 25 minutes to try and make the difference here. Here we go. Free kick Manchester City then. What a time it would be for a big 6'4" Erling Haaland to put his head onto one of them. As what was that? Oh! Kevin De Bruyne notices the goalkeeper miles off his line, preparing for the ball in. So De Bruyne is cheeky, and he has an effort 45 yards out. Keeper's scrambling. That's on target. Oh, the keeper might have been beaten there. The right idea from Kevin De Bruyne. It's wide. City pressing here. Bit of burst of energy, a bit of confidence. You see Haaland, you see Foden come on, you think to yourself, right, okay, let's make it happen. Stinks of goals. Time is against Manchester City, though. On a knife edge this game. Of course, the sending off, detrimental for Manchester City, down to 10 men. And the penalty, of course, that followed it as well. I'd rather have just conceded than go down to 10 men whilst we're at it as well. But there we go. Right, so Manchester City building it from the back. Here's Ederson giving it to Bernardo Silva. He's playing as a centre-back right now. We're now 56 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here as well. That would be much appreciated. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. So a massive 25 minutes coming up here for Manchester City. Excuse me. Ball goes out of play. Cheap giveaway that from Manchester City and a throw-in for Fulham. The poppy location on the shirt looks so odd. So they're wearing this shirt, the badge here, kit sponsor, Puma here, shirt sponsor here. Everything's central. And they've got the poppy sitting just one side over here on its own. Not really got anywhere else to put it. There's an effort comes in from Fulham, which I think goes wide. My stream went off, so I can't confirm. It looked like it would go in wide anyway. Whatever it is, it's still 1-1. But must have gone wide. Rightio then. Here's Ederson. City just working the ball around. Looking for gaps. Gundogan finds the gap. And here's Foden now. Centralises it. Here's Rodri to De Bruyne. He's off his man. Foden waits for the overlap. Comes so he can distract the defence and he can move it to the right-hand side. Here's Bernardo onto his left foot. Has a shot. Good block. As a cross comes in from Manchester City. It's deep and headed back down and flicking across. And Haaland can't believe it. So Akanji plays a ball across. That's a cracking ball to Foden. 22.5 minutes remaining here. De Bruyne's ball just didn't have enough on it to get over his man and blocked. And Fulham can bring it clear into a bit of space. Johnny Stones will cut that one off and he'll give it back to Ederson. Backs against the wall here for Fulham. Ederson then moves it forward. Work here for Manchester City to do. 22 minutes remaining at the Etihad. Manchester City 1, Fulham 1. And work for Manchester City to do. Nathan Ake to Phil Foden. Ake once more. Akanji now. Rodri now to Ake. It's good work from Manchester City, passing it around, knocking it round, passing and moving the ball. Never really been Man City's problem. As De Bruyne squares one across and Haaland gets his long legs onto it. He was always behind him. Gundogan gives it to Haaland. He works it to the right-hand side. Here's Bernardo. Gives it to Stones, who whips a ball in, and Haaland's there, and a shot comes in. It's going to go out for a throw-in. And been another goal at Ellen Road. And it's 3-3 leads Bournemouth. Wow. Wow. Here's Manchester City coming forward once more into the 70th minute. Foden on, Haaland on, City looking for the winner. What can City find? What can City do? These are the questions. Good ball played over. I'm just getting a highlight of that from Leeds, their equaliser. Fans delighted. Struggling a little bit, Leeds, this season, like Wolves. Cross comes in from City. It's not very good. It's headed clear by Fulham. And Fulham can bring it away and cut out there from Kevin. Referee says play on, advantage Manchester City. Nathan Ake now. Might it take a long-range shot? It's wet. It's greasy. The ball slips and moves around. Rebounds come into the equation. Problem is City's efforts that they have had. We've only had 2 on target all game. And one of them was the goal. So not really being clinical from their shots and putting them on target. Unfortunately. City still just moving the ball. Akanji under pressure. Does enough to find the pass back to Ederson, but another minute eats away. 19 minutes remaining here at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City 1, Fulham 1. 4 likes to go to 50 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. Fulham work the ball into the City penalty area, into a crossing position. That looked like it might have been a free kick. Referee says no, but a cross can come in. Dealt with by Johnny Stones, flicks it behind him and out towards the touchline for a throw. Kept in by Fulham. KFC delivery, I'd like one of them right now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hello. Big warm welcome to you. As it is, more time eaten away. 18 minutes remaining. That's a poor giveaway from Fulham though. Here's Philip Walter Foden. Gives it to Nathan Ake. Chips along looking for Haaland. Loose ball picked off by Manchester City and a big heavy balls played towards Leno and the advantage given to Leno as well after I think it was De Bruyne went flying into the keeper trying to win the ball and put him under pressure. The right idea that from City, just a little bit too much power on the through ball from Ilkay Gundogan on the volley. Anyway, Fulham can continue moving the ball. All a bit comfortable for Fulham. They're finding a bit of space as well. Harry Wilson in particular. They'll be disappointed they've not got Mitrovic to cross into. Physical presence there. And Wilson signalling he wants to come off. He's picked up a little strain on his knee. Man City are going to play on. Fulham preparing a couple of subs. Here is Phil Foden. Plays it to Gundogan. Manchester City got 4 players forward, 2 on the right-hand side as well to go at. Gundogan chooses to use them as well, and City can come forward here. Here's Bernardo Silva. Gives it to Ilkay Gundogan. Here's Manuel Akanji now. Rodri. 17 minutes remaining. City coming forward. Rodri. Through ball into De Bruyne. It's a heavy pass. He'll do well to get any kind of ball across. He does. Fulham can get a foot onto it and get it clear. They can further knock it clear. And actually, there's a counter-attack on here for them. If they get it right, they don't. They run right into Manuel Akanji. He goes down. Referee says play on. Here is De Bruyne. Flicks one through. And Haaland! Who else but Erling Haaland to score and rescue Manchester City? Who else but Erling Haaland? Oh, we love him. Cometh the hour. Cometh Erling Haaland. And Manchester City lead by 2-1. I'm just going to wait to make sure he's not offside and there's nothing wrong with the goal before we change it over. But it's that link up again. It's De Bruyne, Erling Haaland into the back of the net. Manchester City lead by 2-1. VAR are checking. tight. It's tight. We need the lines. He might just be offside here. This is tight. Really tight. We need the lines. It looks... This is really tight. It's really fractions in this one. Has Haaland just gone a little bit too early? Could be his knee that's offside. Why are they not getting the lines up? The lines will clarify it. Offside given. Disallowed. No goal. There we go. Remains 1-1. Another goal disallowed for Manchester City. The second of the evening. Haaland can't believe it. 15 minutes. Just offside there, Haaland. Why he must never change it too early. As we're now past 50 likes. 49 to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Harry Wilson does come off now. Further frustrations at the officials from Manchester City, though. It's just not been our evening. But this is what defies champions. Games like today. Can we do what we need to do? Come up with something from somewhere to find that goal, to pick up the 3 points, to win this game. And Brentford have just taken the lead away at Nottingham Forest. Here's Ederson. Here's Nathan Ake for Manchester City. Foden. City need to find something. Seen 2 goals ruled out. John Stones and now Erling Haaland. Both had goals ruled out. Both for offside. And the fact that we've conceded a weak penalty with a weak elbow, with a weak red card, makes life very frustrating for Manchester City. I feel like they've been dealt a short straw here. But Man City need to be on it. That's going to be given away from City, or is it? That's great work from Bernardo. David, greetings from Spain. What do I think of Unai Emery? Decent manager. Decent manager. Knows how to attack. Knows how to press. When he was in charge at Arsenal, I didn't think that job was right for him. And I just feel like Unai Emery's at his best, where the expectations aren't so high for him. That's brilliant skills from Ilkay Gundogan. Through the legs. Got to love it. Time running out for City, though. 12 minutes remaining. But yeah, Unai Emery, once he's given the freedom to do what he can, is where you'll see him at his absolute best. When there's expectation and pressure, not so sure. Probably did a good job at Villarreal as well. Another injury for Fulham, a little bit more time wasting going on. It's cracking ball in from De Bruyne. A good header from Erling Haaland. The goal that never was. And there's the lines. It was so tight. Less than half a yard. It's his knee. Just beyond the legs. And Fulham going to chuck on another sub. Pierre is going to go off. Looks like Bobby Reid's going to come on. Now we're going into the last 10 minutes here. Willian comes off. And the Babu comes on. And Pierre is not going to go off. He's going to come back on. Feels like he can play on. That's another minute wasted by Fulham that will surely be added on. But psychologically, they're telling themselves 10 minutes to go to 90 minutes. Still one apiece here. Frustrating for Manchester City. What can City find? What can City do? MK Don's now 5-0 up against Taunton Town. Here is Ederson then with the ball for Manchester City. Manuel Akanji now. Gives it to Ederson. Can City find something from somewhere? Rightio, guys. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up. 45 likes to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat as well. DJ saying thinks City can win the Premier League title. I do as well, but this could be an important game. Every time City have the opportunity to put pressure onto Arsenal, they've got a difficult game coming up against Chelsea tomorrow, and City then just don't capitalise upon that. And with a lot of our players heading off to the World Cup, it's going to be very difficult. I'd like for Manchester City to be sitting on top of that Premier League by the time that World Cup comes about. Puts us in the best possible position. And I think whoever sits on top of that Premier League title potentially wins the Premier League. As an early cross comes in from City, dealt with by Fulham. They can get the foot onto it and get it clear as well. Also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the live chat and also in the description. Time running out for City here. 8 minutes to go. Here's Nathan Ake. Foden and Ake exchanging a couple of passes together on the left-hand side. Fulham now starting to sit really deep. And given away from by Manchester City. Look for the free kick. Fulham getting surrounded out and does really well there, Pierre, to find the pass. And find a bit of space and into the City half as well. Some further frustrations for Manchester City that they need to deal with. It's easy to forget about the World Cup. It's very underwhelming to say the least. As a through ball gets played in and a good crossfield pass comes in. And Mababu can put a cross into the box and flicked on by Manchester City. And no one of Fulham there to gain control of the ball. And Manchester City can bring it clear now. Here is Ederson searching and sending it long. Man City have only had 3 attempts in the second half. As De Bruyne threads one in and it's Haaland into the penalty area. Good work. And a shot comes in from Haaland. It's blocked. It's good defending that. Really good defending. I don't think Haaland's fully fit. I think he's probably 85-90%. I reckon he's probably going to start against Chelsea. Foden will do really well to keep that in, and he initially did, and then out of play for a goal kick. I'll be honest though, I think if Haaland is fit to do 45 minutes to 60 minutes, I'd have started him and done that. And then maybe brought him on as a sub against Chelsea, because this game to me is more important than the Chelsea game. But he might just not have been fit enough for this game. But maybe Man City were just thinking to themselves that they've got enough about them to beat Fulham without Erling Haaland. Which, albeit, they've done everything they could to be in that position. It's like sending off and red card that's done Manchester City as AFC found an equaliser against Gillingham. Fleetwood 3-1 up against Oxford. Dale informs me that Leeds is now 4-3. Big comeback that. 6 minutes remaining here at the Etihad. City need to find something. 81% possession City have had. All possession. No real shots. There's no space for City. And I don't know why they've not been trying shots from long range. A greasy surface. It's wet. Ederson sends a ball forward. Foden can't win the header. Loose ball picked up by Gundogan. Fulham do well to crowd out Gundogan and win the ball back. Ball sent long by Fulham. Won by Manchester City. Played into some space. De Bruyne bursts forward into the penalty area. Got nowhere to go. He's going to have to turn. He's running out of room. Finds Bernardo Silva. Cross comes in. Headed clear. City player down on the deck. Wants a pen. Referee says no penalty. Surprise. And Fulham got an extra player over if they want to play an early ball. They don't. They go down the left-hand side instead, and there's a bit of defending here for Manchester City to do. And Akanji does very well to crowd out, win the ball back, and Ederson can have the ball, and he works it to the left-hand side. This is good work from Manchester City then. 4 minutes remaining here at the Etihad. Here's an Nathan Ake. What can City do? David, I think that's another comment for another time about Pep. That's a video. Can Pep manage another team who isn't right at the top end? But Pep Guardiola's worked hard to be at the top end, and his work at Barcelona that he did was phenomenal. And he followed that up at Bayern Munich by winning the Bundesliga 3 times consecutive, 3 times Champions League semi-finalists. And they regarded that as not a brilliant job at Bayern. They wanted the big prize, the Champions League. He's coming at Manchester City, an ageing team against what Pellegrini left us, and Pep Guardiola's improved Manchester City no end. So he's done a very good job, and once Pep leaves Manchester City and he has a little rest, he'll go into another top job because he's a top manager. He's not going to accept a mid job just to prove himself. He's got nothing to prove because he's world class. Now, if Pep was to do a job, I don't know, say if he was to go to Juventus and they didn't win the Serie A over 2 or 3 seasons and they made no progress, it'd be regarded as a flop. And then his next job after that would be he'd have to settle for something maybe not as good as what he'd want. The time running out here for Manchester City. 3 minutes remaining. Pierre is going to come off for Fulham. Swansea's just equalised against Wigan after Wigan were 2-0 up. Pierre off and Harris on. So it looks like Manchester City aren't going to be returning to the top of the Premier League. It's going to be advantage Arsenal going into tomorrow's game against Chelsea, where Man City needing a bit of a favour as Brighton's taken the lead against Wolves away again. Topsy-turvy game. Brighton took the lead. Wolves equalised. Wolves took the lead. Brighton equalised. Now Brighton's took the lead. There's Fulham coming forward. They've got a man over as well. There's space everywhere. If they want to use it, it's not the greatest of passes. Fulham still got hold of the ball, and it's going to be intercepted by Manchester City, and City can come away with it, and that'll be the advantage played to Manchester City as well. So Fulham's attack is over. Here's De Bruyne now bursting forward for Manchester City. He's not really got anywhere to go, but he's still finding the energy in the 90th minute. Gets a cross, and it's a decent cross, and Haaland wins the header and out for a corner to Manchester City. Haaland telling everyone to speed up as we're entering into the last minute of the 90 here at the Etihad. And a good time here for Manchester City to whip a good ball into the box, find the header, find the goal, and win the game. Good work that from Kevin De Bruyne. Akanji was took out by Robinson. Surely the referee's come back to that and given him a yellow card. He has. And lots of yellow cards, so I was pleased with my betting tip about the yellow card. It was going to be a physical game, this one. So a corner here for Manchester City. What can City do? Ping-ponging around and Fulham will bring it away. 4-on-4 here if Fulham want to get it right. Well, they're going to waste time. They're going to turn. They're going to look to waste a bit of time, have a bit of the ball, have a bit of possession. As Dundee United have just found a late equaliser at Celtic Park against Celtic. As we're into 5 minutes of added on time. So we've got 5 minutes here to go of added on time. 5 minutes for Fulham to hang on. 5 minutes for Manchester City to try and find a winner and go top of the Premier League. Stakes couldn't be higher. Fulham just knocking the ball around, moving it from left to right, right to left. Good ball being played in. A chance here for Fulham to whip a ball in. They go low and City will deal with it and we'll get it clear. Lovely flick that from Manchester City, and I think it's Kevin De Bruyne. Manchester City bursting forward. Haaland forward. Foden forward. Foden gets hold of the ball. Gundogan does really well. This is brilliant from Manchester City. Gundogan dinks a ball in towards Foden. That would, if Manchester City, if Gundogan finds that pass to Foden and he scores, that would have been one of the best team goals I've ever seen in my life. Just too much away from Foden there from Ilkay Gundogan. It was brilliant, brilliant work from Manchester City. Just a little bit too much on the pass forward from Gundogan. But time, as it is, running out. 4 minutes remaining of added time for Manchester City to find a goal. We're now 42 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget, today's video sponsor OneFootball. Link in the description, also in the live chat. Here's Manchester City coming forward once more. Played into space. There's too much on that. That's going to roll out of play for a goal kick to Fulham. Another minute ticks away. 3 minutes remaining here. We're getting towards last chance saloon. Can we find a late winner? Let's not forget City took the lead through Julian Alvarez. We had a goal disallowed for John Stones for offside. Fulham found the equaliser from the penalty spot after an elbow into the back from Joao Cancelo. Saw him sent off. Piera put the ball into the back of the net from the penalty to equalise. Manchester City thought they'd found the winner through Erling Haaland for him to be less than half a yard offside about 15 minutes ago. And we're sitting here now, 2.5 minutes remaining of added on time. Is there to be a last minute goal? Fulham still in the game. They could still win the game, of course. But at the moment, it is 1 apiece. My stream's gone off. A great time for my stream to go off. I can't actually find a stream, so I don't know what's happening. Which is fab. Anyway, 40 likes to go. Got a stream in. So De Bruyne went down. He wanted a penalty. Is there anything in it? He flew himself down. I think a penalty's being given to Manchester City. It's a penalty! Oh my god. Oh my god. Penalty Manchester City. So De Bruyne's gone down. Penalty given. Oh, who's taking it? It's got to be Haaland, surely. Surely Erling Haaland. Oh god, it's Erling Haaland. What can Haaland do? Come on, big Erling, to win it for Manchester City, to send us top of the Premier League. Come on, Erling. Celtic have found a late goal, Kyogo, to probably win it at home. Ruben Dias really wants to come onto the pitch. Celtic got that goal against Dundee United. So Haaland stepping up for Manchester City. What can he do? What can he do? The man, the moment, Haaland stepped up. Come on, Erling. Yes! Oh, it's Erling Haaland! It's the man! The There's the Haaland t-shirt. Oh, here you go. What a great bit of promo for me to put on there as well. If you want to go and check out the Erling Haaland t-shirt, cup of tea, links in the description. Let's get it on. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Erling Haaland with the goal for Manchester City. Get in. Pure relief here at the Etihad. Last minute goal. Haaland's going to go into the book. Haaland scores low into the corner. Too much power, too much pace for the keeper. 2-1, Manchester City lead here at the Etihad. The keeper was so unlucky not to save that. Gets a big bottom arm onto it, but it's so low that it beats the keeper. And Manchester City lead by 2-1 in pure relief here at the Etihad Stadium. Erling Haaland with the goal. You're going to go and check out the Haaland t-shirts, links in the description. The man of the moment, the Norwegian god himself. That's hurt Mixed Super 6. Why does it hurt you? Have you not got a Man City win? Surely you've got a Man City win. Fulham launch a long ball forward. Diaz on, Gundogan off. Probably still another minute left here. Ball comes in from Fulham. My stream's gone off again. I don't know what's happening. Celtic 4-2 up now against Dundee United. I know some have put 2-1. Oh, my streams have stopped working. I don't know what's happening and whether it's full time yet. Let's try and find a stream. We struggled all day with a stream, so it seems only fitting right at the end we struggle with the stream as well. But we'll. I've got Sky Sports News up. We'll wait for Sky Sports News, see if they tell me it's full time, so I can say that we've won the game. And it is full time. 2-1. Manchester City win. It's confirmed on Sky Sports News. We don't need a stream anymore. Manchester City have won this game by 2-1. And it's Erling Haaland with the goal. If you want to go and check out the Erling Haaland Special Edition t-shirt, cup of tea, link in the description. Nottingham Forest have found a late equaliser. Matthias Jorgensen with the own goal for Brentford to find the equaliser for Nottingham Forest. There's all kinds of drama happening in the Premier League today. Wow, 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 wow. And breathe. And breathe. Right, guys, do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. We persevered, we stuck with it, and we made the live stream happen. And actually, pretty enjoyable once we've got the streams and things sorted there or thereabouts. So we'll have a look at the stats. We'll draw some conclusions. We'll go round the grounds. Yeah, the goal given, by the way, for Forest. And then we'll go round the grounds for you guys to enjoy, and then we'll probably end up maybe ending the live stream there. We'll see if there's anything to talk about. So next up for Manchester City is a League Cup game taking on Chelsea, 8 o'clock on Wednesday. We'll of course be live for that, 7:30 p.m. GMT for you guys to enjoy on Wednesday for our penultimate game before the World Cup. The streams have been terrible today. See you tomorrow, Dale. Thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. So, Manchester City, stats. And what happened in the game? Very eventful game. Started off 7 minutes, Andreas Pereira going into the book. 17 minutes, Julian Alvarez found a goal for Manchester City with an assist for Ilkay Gundogan with a good finish onto the top of the crossbar into the back of the net. John Stones had a goal ruled out for offside to double Manchester City's lead, so it remained 1-0. Joao Cancelo went in with the elbow. He was sent off, little harsh in my opinion, on 26 minutes, and a penalty given to Fulham. Converted on 28 minutes from Andreas Pereira after Joao Cancelo's complaints about being sent off, and eventually got him off the pitch. Pereira composed himself and put the ball into the back of the net from the spot. Harrison Reid went into the book on 45 minutes, and just before half-time for his annoyance and complaining to the referee, Bernardo Silva went into the book. That's the third yellow card of the game. 63 minutes in saw the fourth yellow card of the game, this time to Kenny Tete. On 64 minutes, Man City brought on Phil Foden for Jack Grealish and Erling Haaland for Julian Alvarez. Ended up being, very important that for Manchester City. On 75 minutes, Erling Haaland found that goal, and it was disallowed for VAR for being less than half a yard offside. It was his knee, of all things, that saw him be offside. Then Fulham made 4 changes. Daniel James came on for Harry Wilson. Thomas Kearney came on for Carlos Vinicius. Kevin Mbabu came on for Willian, and Luke Harris came on for Andreas Pereira. On 90 minutes, Antonee Robinson went into the book. That's Fulham's 4th and 5th yellow card of the game. And then 90 plus 5 in the 95th minute of 5 minutes added on. Kevin De Bruyne is fouled, kick on the back of the heel. He goes down, penalty given, and up steps Erling Haaland, who just put it and squeezed it into the bottom corner to make it 2-1 to Manchester City. Ruben Dias came on for Ilkay Gundogan in the 97th minute, and also Erling Haaland went into the book for Manchester City for taking his shirt off. 2 yellow cards for Manchester City, 4 yellow cards for Fulham, and a red card as well. I said 40 plus card points as my betting tip for this game in my preview. Ends up being a lot more than that. Very physical battle, and just as Kevin has said there, this finding that goal and finding that win for Manchester City, then 3 points to send us top of the Premier League table and put all pressure now onto Arsenal ahead of a difficult London away game against Chelsea. These are the types of wins that win you titles. They win you Premier League titles. We know what it takes. Could we find it? We could, and we have found it. We've made it happen, and Manchester City, I'm thankful to say, have managed to pick up a very, very important 3 points. So, onto the stats for the game. 71% possession for Manchester City and 29% possession for Fulham. It would have been a travesty if we hadn't won this game having 71% of the ball. Duels were much better from City's second half, 58% compared with 42% for Fulham. 52% of aerial duels won compared with 50% for Fulham. Don't quite add up there. I'm sure it's 48% for Fulham. 3 offsides for City, 9 corners, no offsides for Fulham, and no corners. Fulham had 4 shots, managed to find 3 shots in the second half. 4 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. Frustrating. City, though, 16 shots, 5 on target. Not a great return, but still, all important, finding that stat. 2 goals. Finishes 2-1 to Manchester City. Shot accuracy for City at 31%. Not great. I'll be working on shooting and scoring in training. I'll be working on a bit of creativity and a bit of physicality as well, because I think that's what the approach Chelsea's probably going to take as well on Wednesday evening in the Carabao Cup. In terms of defensive stats, 16 tackles for Manchester City, a tackle completion rate at a very poor 19%. 15 tackles for Fulham at an impressive tackle completion rate of 73%. 5 clearances and 4 interceptions for Manchester City, 20 clearances and 5 interceptions for Fulham. No surprise they're dominating the defensive stats, having had 29% of the ball. In terms of passes, 704 passes from Manchester City at a pass completion rate of 91%. Did drop a little bit in the second half. 290 passes for Fulham at a pass completion rate of just under 80%. Not too bad. 28 crosses attempted by Manchester City with a cross completion rate of 35%, which isn't bad for City. Typical cross Chester City there. 6 crosses by Fulham connecting with 16. 6 fouls for City conceded today, 2 yellow cards and 1 red card. 11 fouls for Fulham with 4 yellow cards. That in total is 6 yellow cards and 1 red card from 17 fouls today. Referee, not a real fan, but we've got the win, so we can move on. So, my JSGC man of the match for today. It's a difficult one. Julian Alvarez made a good finish for Manchester City. I've been impressed with Kevin De Bruyne, was making things happen. Could have had 2 assists, De Bruyne, today, if it weren't for Manchester City players wanting to keep, themselves on side. They never did that, so there we go. I think today, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to... I didn't give it in the last match. I gave it to Rico Lewis because I was so impressed with the young man. I'm going to give it today to Julian Alvarez. He probably should have had it in midweek. He's got it today, though. Julian Alvarez, impressive for Manchester City once more. I'm hoping Chelsea will win tomorrow as well. I will be doing a watch along. I will have the link out to that later on this evening for you to go and set your reminders for. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along of that game. Don't forget, everybody, leave a thumbs up. We're on that aim to 100 likes. We're 31 likes away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link is in the description and also in the live chat. Kevin, thank you very much for tuning in. We've currently got nearly 100 people in the room, so if everybody who hasn't left a thumbs up right now leaves a thumbs up, we'll get to 100 likes, and that would be absolutely brilliant. In the meantime, we're going to go around the grounds and we're going to have a look at all the games, both teams to score in the Premier League today. Goals galore. How many goals have we had today? 5, 9, 12... 19 goals in the Premier League in 4 games. Very exciting. Looking forward to seeing them highlights later on this evening. So, it finished Leeds United 4, AFC Bournemouth 3, Manchester City 2, Fulham 1, Nottingham Forest 2, Brentford 2, and Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 3. You have got Everton taking on Leicester City later on this evening at 5:30 p.m. GMT. In terms of the Premier League table, Manchester City, 13 matches played, won 10, drawn 2, lost 1. We have got a goal difference of 27. It's an 8-goal difference better than Arsenal. We're 1 point clear of Arsenal. We're on 32. They're on 31. They're taking on Chelsea, who are currently in 7th place, needing a win. Chelsea, the home team, tomorrow at Stamford Bridge as well. We'll be doing a watch along of that. It's huge. It does mean if Arsenal draw, City remain top, so Arsenal must win that game. In 3rd place, you've got Tottenham Hotspur on 26 points. Newcastle in 4th, having a good season on 24 points. Manchester United in 5th on 23 points. Brighton's winners sent them up to 6th on 21 points, just above Chelsea. Fulham, can see why they're currently sitting 8th place. They're not a bad team. 19 points from 14 games, sitting in 8th. Liverpool, feel free to laugh. They're currently in 9th, sitting on 16 points, and Brentford also on 16 points in 10th. Crystal Palace also on 16 points in 11th. Leeds in 12th on 15 points. Everton on 14 points in 13th. In 14th place is West Ham on 14 points. Bournemouth in 15th place on 13 points from 14 games. Aston Villa on 12 points from 13 games in 16th. 17th is Southampton on 12 points from 13 games. Leicester, big game coming up for them against Everton. They're in 18th place on 11 points from 13 games. Wolves, a defeat today. Disappointed. I'm sure they'll be very disappointed with that. 14 games played, 10 points. Nottingham Forest bottom, 14 points. 14 games played and on 10 points. It does mean we're looking at, if we're doing the maths here, and my maths is correct, we are looking at around, to stay up, probably around 35 points at the moment. Will be the aim for a lot of the teams in the bottom half of the table. So lots of teams are more than capable of beating each other. So yeah, it's a very exciting Premier League to say the least. It's a bit of a shame the World Cup's coming to disrupt all the momentum and blow everything apart. C'est la vie, as they say. To the FA Cup, full-time scores. South Shields 0, Forest Green Rovers 2. Citizens for life, definitely. 100% will give you a heart attack supporting Manchester City. Leaving things late to the 95th minute. Again. We're now 25 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. So, FA Cup, South Shields 0, Forest Green Rovers 2. Everyone that I say wins these games all go through to the second round. I think the draw's tomorrow or Monday, I think. Bradford 0, Harrogate Town 1. Bolton 1, Barnsley 2. Barnet 1, Chelmsford 1, so there are replays. Barrow 0, Mansfield 1. Borehamwood 3, Eastleigh 1. Bristol Rovers 1, Rochdale 0. Burton 1, Needham Market 0. Buxton 2, Merthyr Town 0. Carlisle 2, Tranmere Rovers 1. Charlton Athletic 4, Colville Town 1. Cheltenham 1, Alvechurch 2, causing a big shock in the FA Cup there. Alvechurch. Where is Alvechurch? Let's have a look. Alvechurch. Where is Alvechurch? It's a large village and civil parish in the Bromsgrove district of North East Worcestershire. There we go. Wow. Well done to them. Chesterfield 1, Northampton 0. Crawley 1, Accrington Stanley 4. Crewe 1, Leyton Orient 0. Doncaster 0, Kings Lynn Town 1. Ebbsfleet 2, Halifax Town 1. Fleetwood 3, Oxford City 1. Grimsby 5, Plymouth 1. Milton Keynes Dons 6, Taunton Town 0. Maidenhead United 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 1. Newport 2, Colchester 0. Peterborough 0, Salford City 0. Port Vale 2, Exeter 3. Shrewsbury 2, York City 1. Solihull Moors 2, Hartlepool 2. Stockport County 4, Swindon 0. Sutton United 0, Farnborough 2. Decent win that for Farnborough as well. AFC Fylde 1, Gillingham 1. Gateshead 2, Stevenage 3. Chipham Town 1, Lincoln City 0. Weymouth 1, AFC Wimbledon 1. And Wickham 0, Walsall 2. Into the Championship. Sheffield United 5, Burnley 2. Blackburn 1, Huddersfield 0. Blackpool 0, Luton 1. Middlesbrough 1, Bristol City 1. Millwall 0, Hull 0. QPR 0, West Brom 1. Rotherham 1, Norwich 2. Stoke City 1, Birmingham 2. Sunderland 0, Cardiff City 1. Swansea 2, Wigan 2. And Watford 0, Coventry 1. Into the Scottish Premier League. Celtic 4, Dundee United 2, and Ross County 2, St Mirren. Ross County 3, St Mirren 2. In the Scottish Championship, Ayr United 1, Morton 1, Inverness Caledonian Thistle 1, Arbroath 1, Partick Thistle 2, Dundee 3, Raith Rovers 3, Hamilton Academical 1. All both teams to score in the Scottish Premiership and the Championship. Clyde 0, Edronians 1 in Scottish League 1. FC Edinburgh 0, Queen of the South 3. Falkirk 0, Dunfermline Athletic 1. Kelty Hearts 1, Our Athletic 1. And Montrose 3, Peterhead 0. In Scottish League 2, Albion Rovers 1, Stirling Albion 1. Bonnyrigg Rose 2, Elgin City 3. Bonnyrigg Rose is definitely my favourite name out there. Dumbarton 2, Stranraer 0. Forfar Athletic 1, Annan Athletic 4. Stenhousemuir 2, East Fife 2. Into Spain, Getafe 0, Cadiz 0, and Real Valladolid 2, Elche 1. You have got Celta Vigo taking on Osasuna at 5:30 p.m. GMT. All this in GMT, by the way. And Barcelona taking on Almeria at 8 p.m. In the Bundesliga, finished Mainz 0, Wolfsburg 3, Dortmund 3, Bochum 0. Augsburg 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 2, Hertha Berlin 2, Bayern Munich 3, and Hoffenheim 1, RB Leipzig 3. You do have Werder Bremen taking on Schalke at 5:30 p.m. In Serie A in Italy, finished Empoli 1, Sassuolo 0, and Salernitana 2, Cremonese 2. Currently, latest score, Atalanta 0, Napoli 0 in the 14th minute. And at 7:45 p.m, you've got AC Milan taking on Spezia. In Liga 1 in France, it's currently in the 56th minute. Ajaccio 4, Strasbourg 2. Decent game there. And you've also got Angers taking on Lens at 8 p.m. In the Eredivisie, in the 85th minute, it's Vitesse Arnhem 0, Sparta Rotterdam 2. You've also got Fortuna Sittard taking on FC Emmen at 5:45 p.m. GMT. 3. And you've also got Excelsior taking on Heerenveen at 8 p.m. In the National League North, it's finished Southport 2, Chorley 1, Blythe Spartans 3, AFC Telford 0, Brackley Town 3, Kettering Town 0, Chester 1, Bradford Park Avenue 0, Farsley Celtic 3, Banbury United 1, Kidderminster Harriers 1, Darlington 2. Kings Lynn Town against AFC Fylde was postponed due to AFC Fylde's involvement in the FA Cup. Leamington 1, Scarborough Athletic 1. Peterborough Sports 1, Boston United 1, and Spennymoor Town 3, Gloucester City 0. In the National League South, Chippenham Town and Welling United was postponed due to Chippenham Town's participation in the FA Cup first round. Dover Athletic against Taunton Town was also postponed due to Taunton Town's participation in the FA Cup first round. Dulwich Hamlet 3, Hampton and Richmond 2, Eastbourne Borough 3, Cheshunt 0, Havant and Waterlooville 2, Hemel Hempstead Town 0, Hungerford Town 0, Worthing 0, Slough Town 1, St Albans City 3, Tunbridge Angels 1, Bath City 2, Weymouth and Concord Rangers was postponed due to Weymouth's participation in the FA Cup, and Dartford 4, Braintree Town 1. The last score for me to keep you up to date is all the way to Portugal, where in the 81st minutes it's finished. It's in the 81st minutes it's Vizela 0, Aruca 1. You've got FC Porto taking on Paco de Ferreira at 6 p.m. GMT, followed by Sporting Club de Portugal taking on Victoria Guimarães at 8:30 p.m. GMT. So that keeps you guys all up to date with everything happening from around the grounds. I will be going live tomorrow, link out later on this evening, for the game between Chelsea and Arsenal. Big implications on the Premier League and for Manchester City following our late goal from Erling Haaland against Fulham. I will also be live on Monday doing my live stream watch-along of the Champions League last 16 draw for you guys to enjoy. I think the draw's at 11 a.m, so I'll be going live at 11 a.m. GMT to give my live thoughts and reaction to that. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. It is much appreciated. Thank you to everybody that did leave a thumbs up. We're 21 short of 100 likes. See if we can have a big push towards 100 likes. That would be fabulous. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 28,000 subscribers. We're very close now to 27,600 subs, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and also on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below and in the yellow banner too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do let me know your thoughts in the live chat whilst we're going live right now, and I'll read out your thoughts on screen whilst we're live for the next couple of minutes. As we're now on to 82 likes, 18 likes to go. Let's get them likes up. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Any donations, again, would be appreciated. They do get put back into providing videos for you guys, getting equipment and providing quality content for you guys to enjoy. You can become a member of my channel as well. That does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Go and press that join button next to the subscribe button. £1.99. It gives you a little badge next to your name, as well as access to custom stickers and emojis to use during my live streams, and also priority access to some of my videos and member only live chats and live streams for you guys to enjoy. So if you want to go and become a member, then that would be much appreciated. We're aiming for 10 members, so I'm hoping to hit that pretty soon, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. OneFootball's link is in the description. It's also in the live chat. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football scores, as well as the latest football news, transfer news, results, statistics, live commentary, and all your good footballing needs. It's a free app to download, and anyone that does download the OneFootball app using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Anyone that has downloaded OneFootball using my link does help support the future content created here. So I'd say a big thank you to everybody that has done that today, and also on my previous live streams as well. Big shout out to you guys legends. Thank you very much for that. It keeps these live streams coming for you guys. I also want to say, give a big shout out today to Cup of Tea. Their link's in the description, providing this Erling Haaland t-shirt. When he scores for Manchester City, the t-shirt goes on. He grabs a 95th minute winner for Manchester City. The t-shirt is on today. Belongs to Erling Haaland. He's only on the pitch for 25 minutes. He had a disallowed goal, scored the penalty for Manchester City to give us them 3 points to send us top of the Premier League. Lastly, I want to say a big thank you to GT Player for sending this Manchester City chair as well. That is much appreciated. Their links are at the bottom of the description. Thank you to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. That's much appreciated as well. I've got 2 promo videos to run for you guys. So while they're running, if we could leave a thumbs up, we've got 15 likes to go to get to 100 likes. So if you haven't left a thumbs up, please leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Let's get them 100 likes while the 2 promo videos roll. I'm going to start off with GT Player providing this chair for you, well, for me, for you guys to enjoy while I sit here in the comfort of this great Manchester City chair. So do enjoy that, and then we'll roll the One Football promo video, then we'll end the live stream there. This video is brought to you by One Football. If you want to download the One Football app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The One Football app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you everybody for watching. That's been the live stream. I'll see you all tomorrow for the watch along of the Chelsea v Arsenal game in the Premier League. Huge implications as it is for the next 22 hours or so. Manchester City sit top of the Premier League thanks to a 95th minute winner from Erling Haaland. I'll see you all for the watch along tomorrow of the Chelsea-Arsenal game. Thank you everybody for watching. It is much appreciated. Thank you to everyone that's interacted with me, left your thoughts in the live chat, that's left a thumbs up there, that has donated to my stream, that's downloaded One Football and interacted with my sponsors. It is much appreciated. One last note, in the post-production, can we hit 100 likes? We're 14 away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. I will have my review video out within the hour for you guys to enjoy, so stay tuned for that. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace.